Hi, y'all. I'm Suzy Logan with Suziness Designs, and today I am going to show you how to create a painterly plaid similar to this one using my magical color changing brushes. And this is how it looks. And it's going to be a repeating pattern. Okay, let's get started. First thing I want you to do is click on Gallery. And we're going to click on the plus in the top right hand corner and click on that black box. And that's going to give us a new canvas. And we're going to change it to inches down here. And then we're going to go back up there and we're going to type in 12 inches. We want it to be 12 inches by 12 inches. And then we want it to be 300 DPI. And then you're going to click on Create. Okay, I don't like white backgrounds. I like dark backgrounds. So I'm going to come in here and change my background color by clicking on background color, clicking on black, and then clicking back on that layer medium. Okay, and now I am going to use one of my color changing brushes that is exclusive to the people who are in my Suziness VIP group. And if you want to join that, I'll have something about that later. But I'm going to use Alva's Gems, and Alva is actually one of my VIPs. And I'm going to use the one I named after her. And okay, it doesn't really matter what color we have selected over here. It's gonna do what it wants to do anyway. That doesn't really affect this brush. Some of my color changing brushes, changing the color does affect it. So you want to kind of, when you have my color changing brushes, you're going to want to change them around and see how white does, how black does, how the different colors do, how a dark color does as opposed to a lighter color, because it'll affect it differently on some of the brushes. But on this one, I don't think it's going to change it much. Okay, so now I want to create, I want to get some color on this screen. And toward the middle is where I'm looking. That's where the colors are probably going to pull from. So we're looking for something in the middle, some colors that you like. Okay, I kind of like those. Okay, I like those. So now I am going to click on the arrow tool, and I'm going to click on the node at the top and deselect that chain link. That will help it not be proportional. We want it to stretch. We don't want it to size up proportionally. We want it just to stretch it. We're going to stretch the width, and the width is the first one. And we're going to change that to 16,000 because that's about as high as we can go on that number. We're going to do that. Then we're going to click over here on the paintbrush. And we're going to come back and we're going to do it again. Click on that node. Make sure the chain link is off. Type in 16,000. And there you go. Now we've got that. Yeah, I like that. You could probably do this one more time. I'm going to duplicate because I like that way that looks. You could do it one more time. Let's see how it looks. Click off the chain link, type in 16,000. And that's a bit more stretched. So if you want a cleaner, straighter plaid, you'd want to do this one. I'm just going to show you real quick. Don't pay attention to what I'm doing, just look. So if you wanted a plaid that looked more like this, you'd want straight lines like that other one. But if you want the painterly plaid like we're going for, okay, so the painterly plaid, we're going to go back to this one. And we're going to duplicate this layer by swiping to the left and clicking on duplicate. And then after we do that, we're going to click on our arrow and come down here to make sure it's on uniform and rotate 45, so it's vertical. So we've got a horizontal lines that way and a vertical lines this way. And one thing you can do is you can just change the opacity on this layer. I like playing with this with the opacity. That's the one thing I really like doing with designs. Like I like the way that's looking. Yeah, I like that. I'm gonna copy that canvas, and so I don't lose that one. Okay, so you can do it that way, but another way you can do it let's see. Oh, we got the opacity. Another way we can do it is, okay, we want the opacity to be normal on there again. And we've got one going horizontal, vertical. Okay, and now, instead of what we did with the opacity, we're going to click on that same in, okay, to get our layers menu up. And if you click on darker color, it compares the two layers, okay? What darker color does is it compares the two layers, your top and your bottom layer. Let's switch back to normal. Okay, see in the bottom, on the top right-hand corner, see how it's kind of a green color? And see when I click on the top layer, oh, it's still green. But see how the yellow's next to it? See where the yellow is? Pay attention to that yellow line, okay? So we're going to change yellow. Okay, pay attention to the yellow line, and we're going to choose darker color. Watch what happens. It doesn't use the yellow anymore because it's the lighter of the colors. It's comparing both pages, picking out which one has the darker color, and it's using that color. And lighter works just the same way, but does the other opposite color, the other way. Sorry, lighter color. So here's lighter color. See how the yellow is showing up now? It's not showing that green where the yellow is because of that. I love that. I love that. Look, isn't that pretty? That's gorgeous. Okay, now I'm going to click up here now on the Ridge tool. After you get it the way you want it, you can even, when you're doing this, you can do lighter color. You can try the different things, the add and all these things. I like to go through all these things and look at them and see how, I do this like with everything, okay? Like I like the lighter color one. That's pin light's kind of interesting. And yeah, you never know which one's going to work the best. An overlay usually will brighten it up and make it neat sometimes. And sometimes I'll do stuff like this. I'll have overlay selected and then I'll mess with opacity on that too. So you can do that too. That's another option, okay? So I'm going to change it back. I'm going to copy that. And I'm going to paste it so that I don't lose it because I like it. Okay, so I've got that one too, but we're not going to use that one. I want to just take that original layer we had, okay? I'm going to go back. You know, if you've been playing with it, you want to do it again, you can just swipe over to the left, duplicate the layer, click on the arrow, rotate 45 at the bottom of the screen, then click on the layers menu, click on the in to open up the layer menu, and then you can change it to darker color or lighter color, whichever one works for you. Or you can do one of the other settings, but I'm going to go with lighter color because I love this. This is so Eastery looking to me. I love it. Okay, so now what I want to do is I want to click the Ridge tool and I want to copy canvas. Okay, and I need you to paste that, and then I need you to come over here and I need you to duplicate that layer, duplicate that layer, duplicate that layer. So now you have 4 of that that layer, okay? 4 copies. Now I want you to just click on the top one, click on the arrow key in the top left-hand corner. You're going to tap that node, and here is we're going to leave it. We're going to leave the chain on because we do want it to scale proportionally. And now we're going to type in 1800, which is half of 3600. So you divide whatever number you've got by 2. I told you earlier I wanted you to have it at 12 inches. This is why. Now you go to the next layer and click the arrow and click on the right-hand top corner, and you're going to divide 3600 by 2, and that's 1800. And you're going to type that in there. So if you were to do this on your own and you were to do a different size, you just need to remember you're going to half. As long as you divide that number in half is all you got to remember, and leave it proportional. 1800, 1800, 1800, and we're going to do the bottom layer 1800 as well. Right hand bottom corner 1800. Bam. Okay. And the next step is we're going to go back up to the top layer. We're going to leave that one alone. We're going to go to layer number 2. We're going to click on that one. We're going to click on the arrow. And I just want you to click on flip horizontal. So on that one, you're going to flip horizontal. And then we're going to do a third layer. You know what we're going to do? We're not going to flip horizontal. We're going to flip vertical. See how they matched up? We're just flipping the layers until they match up. So if you get confused and you don't remember whether it's horizontal or vertical, just keep on tapping it until the 2 layers match up like this. Okay, and then we're going to go to the next layer, and we're going to click on the arrow, and we're going to click on horizontal and vertical, and click on the arrow, and now that you've got this, now what you can do is you can either copy the canvas and click up here and paste it. That's one way you can get all these layers merged together. But you want to be careful copy and pasting and stuff and stretching, because that's going to change your resolution some. So it might be a better idea right here to just pinch them together. You click on hold one finger on the top one and one finger on the bottom one, and you pinch, and then you let go. Pinch real fast. And now they're all together as one link, as one thing. But don't move them. And if you did move it, hit 2 fingers to put it back. But that is how you create that. Now I'm going to show you how I test them. We're going to come up here. We're going to click on over here in that black space on the right-hand side of the screen. You're just going to tap it once with your fingers so that these 3 dots of the screen at the top come up. Keep on doing that until it comes up. You want it to show the 3 dots. Then you're going to click on Split View. You're going to open up Safari, okay? And you're going to open up this website. I like to use amandagracedesign.com. She has a pattern tester. So it's amandagracedesign.com/seamless pattern tester. So this is a pattern tester I like to use. And then you're going to come back over here to Procreate. We're going to click on that layer where we merged them all together, and you're going to grab it. You're going to hold it down and drag it over here to the right and let go, and bam. And you can make it bigger, and that's how you get this painterly kind of plaid kind of looking pattern. Anyway, that's it. And that's just how you can see what your final is going to look like. And you can just keep on playing until you get it the way you want it. I did tell you earlier, if you had stretched them and left them more like this, okay, you can duplicate this layer and rotate it. Woo! And then I'm going to change it to, you can do screen, which makes it really light kind of thing, or you can make it, I can do color dodge is kind of neat looking, interesting. I think I want to do overlay is usually what I like a lot usually. It's kind of a little bit dark, but I can come over here and I can actually adjust this. I can adjust the opacity and make it a little bit less dark and kind of like that, okay? Okay, and now I'm gonna copy and paste that one and duplicate it. I'm not gonna sit there and, okay, then I'm gonna do the thing up here, 1800. Then I'm gonna do this one, next one, 1800. And then click arrow, click this one, and 1800. And then this bottom one, and click the arrow, and click this corner, 1800. Okay. And now we're going to go to the second one. There's one, and here's two. We're wanting to do number 2. Click on that one, and then click on the arrow, and you're just going to flip this one horizontally, okay? And now you're going to click on that menu again. You're going to click on the next one down. You're going to click the arrow. And this one we're going to want to do vertically. We're just trying to get the pattern to meet up, okay? And if you have to, if you get confused about which way to do it, just flip it around until you get it with the horizontal verticals. Now the fourth one, this one, you think it's horizontal and vertical. Well, it's both, horizontal and vertical. That's what you do for that one. And then I'm going to copy this canvas and paste it. I could have just merged them. Well, I'm going to do that and test that one and see how I like that one. And that's this one. So it's still a painterly plaid, but it's a little bit more of a little bit more of a plaid than the other, I think. So there you go. That's how you make it.